Far above the world, in the shadowy heights of the Andes, rests a stone city swallowed by jungle and erased from memory, waiting to be rediscovered. This is the story of Machu Picchu, a royal estate built for an emperor, a testament to human ingenuity, and a mystery that still captivates us today. Our story begins in the mid-15th century, during the height of the Inca Empire, when master builders and priests shaped the Andes with skill and secrecy. The ninth Sapa Inca, a visionary ruler named Pachacati Inca Yupanqui, had just consolidated his power, transforming a small kingdom into a sprawling empire that stretched for thousands of miles along the spine of South America. Pachacati was more than a conqueror. He was a builder, an administrator, and a man who saw the world in stone and sunlight. He created a cozy escape away from the hustle of Cusco, and his court could escape the pressures of rule, perform religious ceremonies, and connect with the divine. The location he chose was breathtaking, a high mountain ridge flanked by two sacred peaks, with the roaring Urubamba River carving a deep canyon below. This site wasn't just beautiful, it was strategic and sacred. Imagine the scene. Thousands of workers, the best architects and engineers of the empire, descending upon this remote location. There were no wheels, no iron tools, no written language as we know it. Their only tools were bronze and stone. Their only power was human muscle and sheer determination. They began by transforming the mountain itself. They carved massive agricultural terraces into the steep slopes, creating a staircase of green that seemed to climb to the sky. These weren't just for farming. They were an engineering marvel, a sophisticated system of retaining walls and drainage channels that prevented erosion and landslides, stabilizing the very ground on which the city would be built. They grew maize and potatoes, feeding the population and providing for the emperor's court. Then, the stonework began. The Inca were masters of a technique called ashlar masonry. They quarried huge granite blocks, some weighing over 50 tons, from the mountainside. How did they move them? It's a puzzle, but it likely involved hundreds of men, using ropes, wooden rollers, and earthen ramps, slowly and painstakingly inching these behemoths into place. Once we got to the building site, that's when the real magic kicked in. Stonemasons would chip and sand the blocks with incredible precision, fitting them together without a single drop of mortars. The joints are so perfect that even today, you can't slip a knife blade between the stones. This technique made the buildings incredibly stable, allowing them to withstand the region's frequent earthquakes. When the ground shook, the stones would dance and then settle back into place. Machu Picchu was divided into two main sectors: the agricultural area, with its sprawling terraces, and the urban area. The city was divided into two cool areas: a sacred district and a chill residential zone. At the heart of the sacred district lies the Intihuatana, the hitching post of the sun. This masterfully carved pillar was an astronomical clock, a precise instrument used to track the solstices and equinoxes, signaling the times for planting and harvesting. It was the physical and spiritual center of the city, a direct connection to Inti, the sun god. Nearby, you'll find the Temple of the Sun, a stunning semicircular tower built around a natural rock formation. The windows line up just right with the sunrise on the June solstice, filling the space with this beautiful, warm light that feels almost magical. Below it, a natural cave was carved into a royal tomb or a chamber for ceremonies, its walls lined with the same exquisite stonework. There's also the Temple of the Three Windows, with its massive trapezoidal openings framing the majestic mountain landscape, and the main temple, with its huge, perfectly fitted stones. These weren't just buildings, they were stages for grand religious rituals, where priests would make offerings and read omens in the sky. In the residential area, you'd find the homes of the elite, priests, and the artisans who served the emperor. The buildings were functional yet elegant, with thatched roofs, now long gone, and clever water management. A network of stone channels and 16 fountains brought fresh spring water from the mountain, supplying the entire population. This system, still functioning today, is a testament to the Inca's advanced understanding of hydraulics. For less than a century, Machu Picchu thrived. It was a bustling, self-sufficient community, a place of ceremony, relaxation, and astronomy. for the Emperor Pachacati and his successors. But its glory was short-lived. In the 1530s, the Spanish conquistadors arrived in South America. They brought with them disease, civil war, and conquest, which tore the Inca Empire apart. Isn't it wild that the Spanish never even discovered Machu Picchu? There's no record of them ever knowing it was there. Why? Perhaps its remote location kept it hidden. Perhaps the Inca deliberately abandoned it, sealing off its access trails to protect it from desecration. Whatever the reason, as the empire crumbled, the residents of Machu Picchu packed up and left. The jungle slowly crept back, swallowing the stone city, and for almost 400 years, it was lost to the outside world. Local farmers and Quichua communities knew of the ruins. Of course, they called the mountain Old Peak, or Machu Picchu in their language. But its true identity and significance were forgotten. It became a ghost city, shrouded in legend. Then, in 1911, an American historian and explorer named Hiram Bingham was led to the site by a local farmer. Bingham was searching for Vilcabamba, the last stronghold of the Inca resistance. When he hacked his way through the dense vegetation and saw the magnificent stone walls emerge from the jungle, he knew he had found something extraordinary. He believed it was Vilcabamba, a theory later proven incorrect. But his discovery introduced Machu Picchu to the world. The photographs and articles he published sparked a global sensation. Archaeologists flocked to the site, carefully clearing the jungle and uncovering its secrets. They pieced together the story of its construction, its purpose, and its sudden abandonment. Machu Picchu is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a true wonder. Hundreds of thousands of people make the pilgrimage here every year, to walk its stone streets, to touch its perfectly carved walls, and to feel the energy of this sacred place. When you stand here, watching the sun rise over the Andes and cast its first golden light on the Intihuatana stone, you're not just looking at ruins. You're connecting with a lost civilization. You're feeling the ambition of an emperor, the skill of the artisans, and the spiritual power of a people who lived in harmony with the mountains and the sun. The story of Machu Picchu is a story of human achievement, of mystery, and of the enduring power of stone and spirit. It's a reminder that even when empires fall and cities are lost, some creations are so remarkable they can never truly be forgotten. Thank you for joining us on this journey to the city in the clouds. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more adventures into the past. Only here on Forgotten Clues, uncovering secrets the world left behind.